Hello, my name is John Breitfeller, Executive Director of Educational First Steps. Picture this. A daycare center in an impoverished neighborhood often is unsafe, has very little structure for their children, has no educational content, can be nothing more than babysitting with children lined up in front of TV sets or working coloring books all day long, certainly without the kind of adult supervision and the adult coaching that a good school would have. Educational First Steps takes these environments and transforms them into nationally accredited, high-quality preschools. There are really 4 parts to the process. The first is, in our own classrooms, we train center directors and teachers in positive interaction, safety, and age-appropriate educational content. But then, on a regular basis, early learning specialists go to their classrooms and help them model and coach what they've learned. We then take age-appropriate materials to those classrooms and give them to them. And then finally, we take those children and their teachers out into the wider community to local cultural institutions so that they can have higher aspirations for their lives. I'll tell you why I first got involved with Educational First Steps. I taught in a local private school for 9 years, early childhood. I saw the power of early childhood and the power of good early childhood teaching. And when I finally visited an EFS-assisted accredited center, it didn't look the same. It didn't have the same high-quality, expensive materials. But when you closed your eyes, you heard the same positive coaching and teaching as you heard in the school where I had taught for so many years. And so it is possible to provide that same solid educational foundation in impoverished settings as it is in middle class and affluent settings. The primary thing we do by changing the classroom is to change the children's lives who participate in that classroom. But that change becomes broader. EFS really changes entire communities because we seed the community with stable anchors, educational anchors that offer quality early childhood education year after year, class after class. The first thing you can do is know how important early childhood education is and spread that word. As far as EFS, you can support us by volunteering, by giving us in-kind materials for the classroom. But remember, we have a long wait list of centers that we would like to help that we can't. And at $500 per child, this is a very effective way to help those children. And so writing a check and giving us money allows those children and those centers to get their one childhood, one chance.